In issue 1 of Simply Lettering, I take you through my blending masterclass, and one of the techniques I show you is using a water-based marker pen or brush pen and using water-based inks to pick up the ink and transfer it and go through a beautiful ombre colour. Now if I show you this, what I've done here is everything using a pale colour marker. I'm going to show you exactly how in this video here. So I'm starting with a pale colour pen here. This is a water-based pen and it has a brush nib, so this is one of my Ecoline pens. And you can see from around the nib here, I use this a lot for ink blending. Lots of it I'm dipping into ink, some I'm taking from other pens as well, which I'll show you in another tutorial. So for this, taking your paler colour pen, you want to dip it into the ink. Now for my project, today's Good Mood is sponsored by caffeine. I have used an orange. I've also used an orange pen dipped into a red colour ink. So I want to show you how to do that. So what I'm going to do is first of all dip the very nib, just the very tip of my pen into the orange ink, and you will see it absorb very quickly into the nib there. So you don't need to hold it very long at all. How long you hold it depends on how long that colour remains orange for and how quickly the blend is. So if I now colour this back and forth, you can see that quite quickly we're going to start coming back into the paler colour. And you can see if you were writing now, you would soon have that yellow finish there. So that didn't take very long at all really to get back to almost back completely to the original yellow. So what I can do is I can hold that in for a few seconds longer, and if I do that again and do a comparison for you, it should take quite a little bit longer to come down into the original yellow. Now which way you use, how long you dip the nib in for, will depend on the length of the sentence that you're writing and whether or not you actually want to come right back to the original colour or not. You can see there I've still got a little bit of the orange in there, but it's almost back to yellow now. Now something else you can do, if you take the ink, that orange, off the nib completely by brushing onto a piece of kitchen towel, you can dip into any other colour. As long as it's a darker colour, it will really show through. So I'm just going to take a blue here as an example and dip that straight into the blue just for a second. It really is a split second that we have that beautiful blue, and then it goes to a green. And don't forget, I am colouring here really quite quickly. If you're writing, this will take a lot less time for that colour to come through. There we go. All the way down to virtually clean yellow again. So you can do that with any colour of ink you've got, and if you do have pens like the Ecoline, there's no reason why you can't take some of this ink from the pen onto a piece of plastic, something like maybe an old CD cover for example, or a piece of packaging. Just take the ink out of the pen onto the plastic and then dip your lighter colour through that ink and pick it up to achieve the same effect.